Yeah. Yes. What did we do in our previous class? What did we start? I gave you an introduction of some topic. What was that? What we started? Yes. We started with a new topic that is yes. Diary entry. Yes. I gave you an example. Sorry, I gave you an introduction of what is a diary entry. What is a diary entry? What do you understand? I gave you a big lecture that day, na? How it is written, why it is written, when it is written. Wait. One of you, one by one. Yes, Prachi. When we express our feelings in the diary, which we cannot tell to our friends or our family members. Yes. Okay. Next. Yes, Kaloli. And we can write a bad information on the like on Google Drive. Yes, okay. Then, Gauri, what is diary entry? Why did you put off your camera, Gauri? Huh. Tell me, what is a diary entry? Turn on your mic. Your mic is off, Gauri. Say. Your mic is off. Tell me. No, I'm not. You're not clearly audible. Yes, Shreya ki. Shreya. Shreya. Tanvi. Yes, ma'am. What is a diary entry? Ma'am? What is a diary entry? In the previous class, I gave you an introduction of what is a diary entry. What all can be included in the diary? Wait. Yes, Tanvi. Last class was not there. Didn't you watch the video recording? Huh? Yes, Rachan. Yes, ma'am. Tell me. Yes, ma'am. A diary entry is a section of writing that empty or organized by. Tell me in your own words. The entries within your diary are how you organize the thoughts, feelings, and you think of them of a book as a thought or as just tell me in few words. Give me what is a diary entry in your own words. I'm not understanding what you're reading. I don't want to know what you want. I just want to know in simple language what is a diary entry. Sachin. Okay. So in our previous class, we had started with a new topic, diary entry. Now, what is a diary entry? A diary entry is a piece of information wherein you can express your thoughts, your feelings, any piece of information into the diary. Okay, in simple words, it is nothing but an entry of your feelings or emotions, your thoughts, or whatever you're expressing, you want to express. You can express it in the form of a diary. And I also told you a diary is a very personal thing. It is what is personal, something that is very close to you, something that is belonging to you. You don't share it with anyone. Diary is such a thing wherein what are the thoughts or the feelings that you are going through, you cannot share it with others, but you put it down into a diary. So it cannot be shared. Okay, you can also write it in an informal way. And most of the times you can write the diaries not every day, but what are the important events happening in your life? What is that is taking place in your life? You can put it down in a form of a diary. I even discussed in the last class that a diary doesn't have a specific format. Though there are certain things that needs to be followed in the diary entry, but there is no hard and fast rule that this format has to be followed. Like in notice writing, we had to follow a specific format or a specific pattern of a notice. But in diary entry, there is no compulsion of following any format, but yes, we need to mention the date at the left hand side, the time when you are writing. We need to mention dear. When we are writing dear, we do not mention sir, madam, brother, sister. Because we are writing a diary, we need to mention it as dear diary only. And also, what are the features or what are the guidelines in writing a diary? We shouldn't write anything that is related to your illness, related to what medicines you have been taking, related to what is not related to your two different things. Okay, something that is related to you, only that you need to mention. And it should be very lively. It should not be monotonous. Monotonous is what? It should not be very in a disinterest type. Somebody, if you read, now somebody will not read, but when you yourself start reading the diary, yes, you should feel interested in what you have written. Yes, this has happened, this has taken place, and that is why it has come in a form of a diary. Okay, next one is there. Entry should sound real and natural. So whatever you are mentioning it in the in the entry where you are doing it, it should be very real. You should not imagine the things and write in your diary. Whatever happens in your day-to-day life, you have to write it in real. You need to be genuine. Don't just imagine things and write what comes to your mind. Okay, so these are the guidelines and the introduction. We did it in the last class for a diary entry. Now, do you have any doubts regarding this? I'm asking you children, do you have any doubts regarding it?
No, ma'am.
Yes. Can I go ahead?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now, open to page number 59. We have a sample of diary entry. Page 59. Open to page 59. We have a sample of diary entry. Sample is nothing, just a example or a format of a diary. Now, they have given you a situation and you need to give a diary entry. Now, what is the situation they have given you? You could not do well in your English paper. When your father learned it, he flew into a rage and rebuked you. Write a diary entry in 100 to 120 words expressing your feelings. Now, what is the situation? Who can explain me what is the situation then?
He did score well marks in his exam.
Okay, then what happened?
His
Yes.
father got angry and scolded him.
Okay. So they have told you, yes, you could not do well in your English paper when your father learned it. What is this learned it? When your father got to know. Yes, when your father got to know, he flew into a rage. Rage and rebuke. That means he got very wild or he got very angry and he started scolding you. So you need to write a diary entry in 100 to 150 words. Now, the first one, what they have done is just look into your books. Is everyone books open? Everyone books are open? Okay. Now, it's put in a box. Now see here, the first one, day and date. Everything is come to the left hand side. Okay, everything is come to the left hand side. That is the first one. You need to start with the day and date. In the guidelines, I told you it is mandatory, it is compulsory. You need to write the day you're writing the diary, the day you're making the entry. It has to be entered with a day and a date. So the date is Monday 6th December and maybe it was some year. After that it is the time. What time you are writing. Whatever time you enter the diary, you need to write the time. And next one is dear diary. It is called as salutation. What is salutation, children? Now, when you write your diary, when you write a letter, you say, Dear Sir, Dear Madam, or Dear, if you are writing to your friend, you say, Dear Raj, or Dear Friend. What are these called? These are called as salutation. Okay, now here in diary entry, you are not writing the entry for anyone. You are not doing a diary entry for anyone. Whom are you talking to? In a diary entry, you are talking to whom? You are talking to the diary or you are writing to the diary. So in a diary entry, the salutation always have to be or has to be dear diary. Next, below it, it is the beginning. Now see, what is the beginning? Tonight I am so sad. Now he started writing the entry. Tonight I am so sad. I don't understand why dad lost his temper and shouted at me. Now you cannot come to what happened. You need to give an introduction. You need to start from the beginning. Now, for example, I fall from a cycle or I fall off from a bike. Can I directly enter into the bike? Can I directly enter into the diary that I fell off from the bike and I was taken to the hospital?
No, ma'am.
I cannot. So, what is going to be my beginning? How should I start it? I will say, I woke up in the morning, I had my breakfast, and once I completed my breakfast, my mother told me to go to the market. As I was moving out to the market, I took up my cycle, and while I was going, a dog came in between my cycle and then I fell. So, here you come to the story. Before that, you need to give some beginning. I came to the market and I fell down. You cannot start it like that. You just need to give a brief theory of what happened before the incident that has taken place. So that is the beginning. So here it's the beginning. I don't understand why dad lost his temper and shouted at me. He did not give me a chance to explain why I could not do well in my in my English paper. What could I do when most of the questions asked in the paper were from the syllabus fixed for second term? So why he didn't do well in the exam? Why didn't he score well in English paper?
And because most of the questions were of points and answers fixed for term second.
Yes, the portion that was given for the exam the questions that appeared for the exam were of the second term. It was not in the syllabus, it was out of the syllabus. Whatever portion or syllabus that had got, it was not from the syllabus that he had learned. So he could not, and when he did not learn or when it was not taught, he did not do well. So that is why he is giving an explanation to his father. He says that my father did not ask me why I didn't do well. Why did I perform well or why did I score less marks? But instead of asking me, he directly scolded me. So before that coming to scolding, he is given an introduction of his exam. That is, my dad shouted, he did not give me a chance why I could not do well in my English paper. What I could do when most of the questions asked in the paper was from the syllabus fixed for term 2. Still, I did my best. Mom, too should have not told dad as soon as he came from office. So, what is happening? He is not able to share whatever he is feeling. He knows that, yes, I did not perform well because the syllabus was not from the So a portion what I had learned, it had come from the second term while I was attending my first term exam. Now how can I do? My mummy also scolding me, my father also scolding me. So can the boy go or can the child go and share it with his parents?
No, ma'am.
He cannot because his father also is angry on him. His mother also is angry on him because he didn't do his paper well. So what did he plan to do? He's trying to talk to himself in the form of a diary entry. So he is talking to himself. He's saying that why had mummy go and tell daddy so soon? As soon as he came from the office, why did mummy go and tell? She shouldn't have told. Why? Because he's not able to share his feelings. He's feeling sad or bad about it. So he's talking to the diary. That means he is entering his emotions. He's sharing whatever he is going through in the diary. I had failed to do satisfactory in the paper. So his mother has already gone and told the father that see, look, your son is not done well in the paper. It is not a satisfactory. He is not answered his paper well. Perhaps I should not have told mom truthfully how I had fared. So now he is thinking about it. Say, why did I tell my mummy the truth? Why did I tell her that I did not do well? Next time, I shall be very careful. I shall not tell mom or dad about my performance truthfully. Now, what does he decide? He decides, see, my paper did not go well because it was in the second term syllabus. Before me telling mummy, as soon as father came from the office, mummy had already gone and told father, see, he is not done his exams well. So what is he feeling? He's feeling so insecure. He's feeling so restless that why did I tell the truth? Because why he knows, yes, I am going through this thing because I didn't do well. First of all, he's going through such a thing that because he is not done well, moreover, his father also scolded him, his mummy also scolded him, his mother also told the father that he's not done well. So he says, next time, whenever any exams come, I will be sure that I will not tell the truth to my parents. But that would be cheating. Now, see here again, he is making a promise. He is thinking that it will be wrong if I don't tell them. So, what does he do? He tells it, yes, he makes a promise. Now, what promise? But that would be cheating. Sooner or later, the report card will tell the truth. So he says, if I don't tell my marks to my parents, or if I don't tell how did I perform to my parents, what happens? At the end of the exam, what do you all have? We have PTMs, right? Papers are shown, the report card is given. So he says, see, if I don't tell my parents now, my report card will come. My papers will be shown. So before that, I will inform my parents. It will be more painful for dad. I shall not conceal anything. So he says, it will be very painful for dad, or my dad will be very hurt if I don't tell him. So he says, whatever it is, henceforth I myself will study or work hard, and then I shall do well in my exam. But what does he say? In the expression of feelings, initially he gets very frustrated. He gets very angry because his mother also is not supporting him. His father also is angry. So he sees that I'm not, better not going to tell my parents anything. But later he realizes that no, if I don't tell, my report card will show the marks. So I better tell. So what happens here? He is not able to express his feelings, his thoughts, whatever emotions or whatever is going on in his mind with his parents. So, what is he doing? He has written it in the form of a diary. So, this is a solved example or a sample of a diary entry. Any doubts you have in the format?
No, ma'am.
Anyone?
No, ma'am.
Anyone?
Ma'am.
Yes.
So what is the difference between diary entry and notice writing?
Diary entry and notice writing, I told you in the previous class. Diary entry is wherein you express your feelings, your emotions, your thoughts, or your whatever, if you want to share it with your own self. In notice, can you express your feelings and your thoughts?
No, ma'am.
No, you cannot. Notice is wherein you are passing on the information to the others. For example, you have a competition. Now, the competition is being held on such a day. It is on this time. It is at this date. You are giving information about your competition. But can you give your information about your own self to the other people in a diary entry?
No, ma'am.
No. Adakshaj, can you pass on your information now? You say, I'm very sick, I have this, I've done that, I'm not happy at this, that. Can you pass it on to anyone? Now, for example, you can take this sample. Now, this boy here is very unhappy. His parents are angry on him. Can this information be passed to the other students? How will you feel?
No.
Yes, how will you feel? You will feel all insulted. See, you will feel insulted. See, my parents have scolded me, and everybody gets to know in the form of information because it is being passed. Yes, when it is a happy moment or when you have won something, then you can pass on that information. But wherein something, there are certain situations where you cannot share, so that you can put it in a form of a diary entry. Notice you give an information to the people, but diary it is for your own personal thing. Yes, Aduksha? Yes. Anybody else anything? Any other doubt? Any other doubt? Shall we go to the second sample? Just go through the second solved examples. Just go through the solved example. The first one. See, the situation is given. See, what is the situation? I want one of you to read the situation.
Ma'am, don't want to go to the school, but her mother said you want to go to school, but your mother didn't like to start at home expressly.
Okay, now see the situation. You didn't want to go to school, but your mother didn't let you stay at home. Now, why did she didn't want to go to school? She alone knows that. Now, for example, I didn't want to come to school today. Okay, I didn't want to attend the school today. Now, there must be some situation or there must be something in me that I cannot tell my parents why I don't want to go to school. Okay, so what I will do, my parents, what they will do, they will force me. No, you have to go today. They will keep insisting you. No, you tell me the reason why you don't want to go. So what will I do? Because I cannot share the exact reason why I don't want to go. What I will do? I know if I tell a reason, they will tell me no, you have to go to school. So what do? I will speak lies. I will simply tell my parents my head is paining, my stomach is paining. So what do my parents say? Yes, maybe her stomach is paining. So that is why she may not go to school. But the actual reason for me not going to school may be some other problem. If I say, for example, if I go to school, my students will make my friends will make fun of me because I did do well. Yesterday, my teacher scolded me. She made me stand on the bench. And what happened? Yesterday, my friends laughed at me. And what happened to me? I felt very insulted. I felt very bad. I felt like people are laughing on me. So next day what happens? I don't want to go to school. Why? Because if I go to school, they will still start making fun of me again. And what happens? This I cannot share with my parents. Okay, what happens if I share? They may think something is wrong, or you must have, your parents will say, you only must have done something. That is why you must have got a punishment. That is why people are laughing at you. But what do? You give some other reason because you cannot share with them what happened in the school. You give a reason of stomach pain or headache, or you say that I don't want to go to school. Why? Because you will feel again, if I go to school, they will laugh at me. They will still mock me, they will still insult me, so I don't want to go to school. So the same situation has been given here. You didn't want to go to school, but your mother did let you stay at home. But the year, there's a different reason that is given. Just go through it. See what reason, why she didn't want to go to school. What is the reason that she didn't go to school? Yes. Now, what was the reason that he did not want to attend school? The reason he did not want to attend school is because his English teacher had insulted him. The same example I just gave you a few minutes back. His English teacher had insulted him. He felt very insulted and he does not like his English teacher. So because of that, this boy, he did not want to come to school today, but his mother did not let him stay at home. But you also see, just when you read the letter, you can also find out that initially he is spoken about the English teacher, that the English teacher had scolded him because he gave a wrong answer. The English teacher insulted him because he gave a wrong answer, and that is why he did not want to go to school. But in the next part, on the next portion of the diary, on the next page of the diary, there are two pages. Yes, on the two pages, what is he mentioned here? Here on the second page is mentioned that today my English teacher's mood was good. He made the students laugh. He made the students smile. See here. Sometimes he is rude without a reason. He behaves in a rude manner. Here he is speaking negatively about the English teacher, but in the immediate next line he is saying that the teacher's contrary to his nature, he was in a pleasant mood. That means he is speaking about the teacher behaving in a rude manner. Though his nature was like that, today he was in a good mood. Pleasant mood means he was very good. He was behaving good to the children. His mood was good today. He shared some jokes with the students. I am happy that I attended school today. Now see the difference. Initially she said because he insulted me, he says that because he insulted me, I don't want to go to school because I gave a wrong answer. But then what happened later? He says he also behaved rude. But after that, immediately he changes the sentence saying that the teacher mood was good in the class. He made the students laugh by sharing some jokes. And after that, he even says that yes, I am happy that I went to school today only because the teacher's mood was changed and he shared some jokes in the class. If I wouldn't have come today, or if I wouldn't have attended the school today, I would have missed the teacher's joke. I would have missed his behavior, his good mood in the class. So he is speaking of what happened, and also he is speaking of the happy thing that happened with him. He says that yes, I'm happy because I attended school today. So are you getting what are the things that can be included in the diary entry?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, he's also written what happened to him, but after that he is also feeling happy. Say, good that I went to school. Yes. Now, same are the examples on page 60 and 61. Just go through it. Turn to page 60 and 61. Read all four examples that are solved. I'll give you 5 minutes time. Read all the four examples and I don't want anyone talking in between. If you have a doubt, you ask. Okay, now the second one I just discussed because we just have few minutes. Second, third, fourth and fifth, you just go through it in the evening or once your class is over. If you don't understand, we will discuss it in tomorrow's class. So the second example, what is the situation? You were an eyewitness. What is eyewitness? What is eyewitness?
Stop.
No. Eyewitness is what? person who has
Seeing something.
yes, eyewitness is nothing but somebody. Now suppose that now they've given a situation that there was an accident happened, a car collided with another car, and you were the eyewitness. Eyewitness is what? Somebody who was present there when the accident happened, who has witnessed the accident. That is called as eyewitness. Now, for example, I have seen many boys fighting on the road. Okay, now for example, I will, some of you from your class only, one, two or three boys, I have seen them fighting. So what am I doing? I am the eyewitness because eyewitness is what I am witnessing them. Witnessing is seeing them. I am the witness. That means I have seen, yes, that this boy was fighting. That means I am the eyewitness. The person who has been there or the person who had seen them when any incident or any accident that has happened is eyewitness. Okay? You are an eyewitness to a serious accident. A young motorcyclist trying to overtake a car collided with another car coming from the opposite side and died on the spot. So, when the collision happened, when the accident happened, the accident was so severe that already one person had died. Write a diary in 100 to 120 words reflecting on the craze of speed among the youngsters. Now, what is wrong? Like, what is the craze? Why are people driving so fast and or with such a speed? Now, he writes, I'm feeling very restless today. Now, who is this? It is the eyewitness, the person who has seen the accident. He says, I'm feeling very less restless. Why? Because the scene, what I have seen, is not going off from my mind or it's not going off from my head. It is so disturbed because he has seen the accident and moreover somebody has died. So it is very restless. Restless is saying it is so disturbing. I'm very disturbed today because I witnessed such a incident. The scene of the accident has been haunting me since I witnessed it. I can't take the scene out of my head. Maybe the accident has been so severe that it has not gone off from his head. The head badly crushed and the body lying in a pool of blood. That means the head was crushed. Maybe the person who has died, the wheels of the car must have gone over him and his head was completely smashed and he was lying completely in a pool of blood. The motorcyclist must have been coming at the speed of 80 km per hour when he struck against the car. That means he was driving at such a speed. He was in a fast speed, and that is why maybe he had collided and he couldn't have control over the bike. Why are young so crazed for the speed? I fail to understand it. He's speaking to himself. Why are people driving so speed? He's saying, I don't understand. Why are people risking their life? Why do people don't understand? Because of me, the others also may die. I could not stay at the site of the accident for long. He says, it was so severe that I could not be there for a long time. I could not see the accident because the head was smashed under the wheels of the car and he was completely lying dead on the road. Coming back, I was thinking how the parents of this young boy would react. What fond hopes his father must be having about his son. So what he says? He says that he feels sad that what must my parents might have undergone. What his parents might be thinking. Where is his son? He must have, his parents might have thought, yes, some dreams about his son. Yes, my son is going to be this, he will do this. So, what he feels sad about his son. And with that feelings of his love, his mother would brought him up. Within minutes, all hopes are dashed to the ground. What a big loss for his family. Okay, so what he says here, he says that he has died. Okay, and moreover, once he's died, he must be saying what a loss his family, what his parents must have gone through, what his parents must be going through. So, this is the situation he is writing. Okay, so thinking about his family. So what I want to do is third, fourth, and fifth one. You just read, understand it, and if you don't, we will do it in tomorrow's class and start writing a diary entry. That is the worksheets. Fine, all of you? Yes? Okay.